Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Colosseum. Last episode, we blew up a base, saved a damsel in distress, and talked to a mayor after talking to a main anime character. This episode, we're supposed to go to the Pokémon Stadium. That is right up here, so let's just get right on into it. Welcome to the Fennec Stadium. This is where we register trainers for challenges. However, the current challenge has already started, so there's no longer accepting trainers for this challenge. Please come back and enter next challenge. Well, that sucks. Alright, well, back to the mayor, I guess. Hey Wes, we finally found you, you filthy double-crossing traitor. Whoa, those are fighting words. Reckon the hideout wasn't good enough for you, so you rip off the snag machine? You got some nerve. Who are these people, huh? Are they Team Snag'em? And what do they mean by traitor? Wes, you mean? That's right, pretty lady. He's from Team Snag'em, just like us. But he's no ordinary member. He's a snagger. He's the best in Team Snag'em at snagging Pokemon without fail. Ooh, that's a lot of snaggins. No way, is this true, Wes? Nah! You gritted your teeth, didn't you? Didn't you? Then it must be true. That's a little shocking. Is it really? Is it really shocking? Take a good, long, hard look at me. And is it really true that I'm in some kind of gang that steals things? Okay, moving on. Hey Wes, come on, hand it over. Give back the snag machine you ripped off from the hideout. Snag machine? Wes, do you really Ma'am, my left arm is literally cybernetic. Do you think I was born this way? The snag machine's built for trainers. When a trainer puts the snag machine on, their Pokeballs are converted. Ordinary Pokeballs are turned into snag balls that can steal Pokemon from their trainers in battle. Remember how I said there's no wild Pokemon? Hey, you blabbermouth. Keep that stuff secret. I get it, Wes. That's why these creeps are chasing after you. Creeps? What do you mean by creeps? This is getting us nowhere. If you won't give it up willingly, we'll take it back by force. Corphish and coughing. This battle's pretty cool because I guess for newer Pokemon players, this probably teaches you about type advantages to a point. Umbreon isn't really good against you. I mean, it's not bad, but he's not super effective against you used to. However, Espeon is super effective against coughing. Psychic is super effective against poison. And as you can see here, it's super effective, which means it does twice the damage, and this early in the game, a move that powerful is gonna one-hit KO just about anything it's super effective against. And we got a level up there. As you can see, when you get a level up, you get upgraded stats. You have HP, attack, defense, special defense, speed. Again, remember, this is Generation 3 before the physical special split. So that means move types. The type that a move is what it is. So like Fire Punch is a special move. It sounds like a physical move, but it's a special move. A good way to remember it is, remember there is an Eevee evolution for every single special type except for Dragon. Dragon is also a special type. There's Fire, Water, Electric, Dark, Psychic, Ice, and Grass, and Dragon. Those are the special types. Normal, Rock, Ground, Bug, Ghost, Steel, Fighting. I think I named them all. I think that's all of them. Me in editing will call myself an idiot if I missed one. I probably did miss one, but we'll see. But yeah, that's how you kind of try to remember. The physical special split definitely hinders some Pokemon. It also makes some Pokemon a little more viable just because there's not as many options. But like I said, there is a role for every single Pokemon we can get in this game. I will be trying to explain something good about every Pokemon. Like obviously there's going to be some that are going to be like, hey guys, you can use anything else and it'll be okay. Um, but yeah. Anyway, I gotta read dialogue. So it doesn't matter, besides, I jumped right in the middle of this, and I am sorry. So it doesn't matter, besides, I thought up something after listening to those creeps. Listen, Wes, we should go shopping for some Pokeballs. I like this girl. She hears we have a robotic arm that can steal Pokemon, and she's like, yo, let's go get some Pokeballs. Alright, so now we gotta go over to the Pokemart. Oh, this is something I love doing. So, you want to wait for this guy. And right when he passes you, if you sit right here, you can kind of stall cast form. And he comes back around. And he's forever chasing his cast form. Cast form, run! Run, cast form, run away! Get away! You're gaining, he's gaining on you! Run! The things that amused me as a child. Heyo! Welcome to our Pokemart. How may I serve you? Oh, they don't have Pokeballs. Well, this is sad. So actually, you want to go up here and talk to this lady. Huh, Pokeballs. Come to think of it, I haven't seen any being sold in this town. Oh wait, I think I heard someone saying they sell Pokeballs at Outskirts Stand. It's east from here. It's east from here, Fennec. It's modeled after a locomotive, so you won't have any trouble finding it, I think. We know where that is. So now back to our super cool hover wheel bite thing. I don't know, like half of it's hovering and half of it's on the ground. Like look at it, it has like one wheel and then like it's hovering somehow. This dude probably thinks we have like the most Riz in the world. We left after we just wrecked him in a battle and we come back with like a Misty girl. Listen, pal, if you're intending to travel some more, you might want to stock up on supplies here. Hi, can I ask you something? Don't you sell any Pokeballs? Pokeballs? You say, there's no call for those things around these parts. Where did I put them now? Oh yeah, here they are. A little dusty, I'm afraid, but otherwise perfectly usable. Here, take these. I'll let you have them for free. We got 5 Pokeballs. Well, since I found them, I might as well put them out with the rest of my merchandise. Jeez. I'm so excited to play this game, I'm stumbling over my words. If you need some more, well, how about buying them for me? So you can buy Pokeballs, you can buy Great Balls. Great Balls are a little bit better than Pokeballs. We're not gonna buy 55, we're gonna buy 10. If you buy Pokeballs, you wanna buy them in quantities of 10, because with every 10, you get a free Premier Ball, which is the exact same catch rate as a Pokeball, it just looks cooler. We're gonna pick up 10 Great Balls as well. And I think we're actually gonna pick up another 10 Pokeballs. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're stocked up on balls. We got all the balls. So many balls. Alright, and that should have given the mayor enough time, so we should go back and talk to him about the people who kidnapped Rui. 'Cause that's not nice. Oh, it's you two. Something terrible's happening. A whole lot of scary men came here. I think I even saw those 2 creeps who took off in the truck earlier. Oh, they got their gang. Well, let's go teach them a lesson. The last gang that messed with me, I blew up their base. And if you don't think I'll blow up the mayor's house too, you got another thing coming. It's him. The man. The myth. Master, me or B? It's him! He's the one who took the girl from us. Oh, now aren't you boys frightfully pathetic? You mean to tell me you were bested by these darling infants? Darling, did you say your name was West or something? I so don't like saying this, but we're not at the liberty to keep your lady friend at liberty. That sweet young thing, she can see things that ordinary people aren't supposed to see. That just will not do for what we're planning to do. No, it just won't do it all. If you don't like pain, like most people, you can avoid the pain by keeping your nose out of places it need be. They got the whole squad. Look at them. They got the Power Rangers. And they got the 2 goons. Boys, oh boys. Yes, yes we will. Boys, I shall make my return to pirate now. Do remember that I will be waiting for you to return with the little lady. Am I making myself clear? I won't accept failure from you again, boys. Let the music spin. Let's get it on. Me or B was the true captain of Riz before Riz was even a thing. My man played an outro. You the last time you caught me off guard. That's not gonna happen again. Alright, we got a rematch with Folly, so hopefully he doesn't get swept in one turn again. And fun fact, just remember the 2 Pokemon he uses right here for something I'm gonna go over quite a bit later on. I'll probably I'll remind you guys when we get to it. But it's pretty cool thing I've discovered in my last few times playing this game. Just a nice little detail. Oh no, though it's pretty simple. I don't think we've even been like hit yet. Like I don't think a Pokemon has actually gotten an attack off on us. I'm pretty sure we're 3 for 4 on flinches too. Like it is insane our luck right now. Now right there's a critical hit that also does double damage, and if a Pokemon has any stat boosting or you have any stats drained, it completely negates that. So critical hits are very, very deadly. Very good to get, very bad to have happen against you. My turn now. I'm not going to end up like Folly. With a name like Folly, I sure as hell hope not. Alright, got a Duskull and a Spinnerack. Now, Duskull is a ghost type, and dark moves are actually good against ghost types, so we're going to use that special, or that super effective combination. I don't think it's enough to KO it, because Duskull is actually a little bit tankier of a Pokemon. I believe Spinnerack has part poison, that's why that was super effective. Alright, and this is the beginning of something special. This is Makahita coming in at 3'3", 190 pounds. This is a shadow Pokemon. This is the Pokemon that we will be using in our adventure. Rui says she can see a black aura coming from it. That must be the Pokemon they've done something to. As you can see, shadow Pokemon attack us. These Pokemon don't play. Wes, be careful. This Pokemon isn't afraid to attack people, as she says. I hate to say it, but there's no other choice. Get that Pokemon back from the bad guys. You have to. Actually, only you can do it. What she's saying there is true. Rui's ability to see Shadow Pokemon and our ability to snag Shadow Pokemon is the perfect combination to basically overcome this enemy team. What they're doing is these Shadow Pokemon, I don't know exactly how, it's like some kind of process they use to make them into Shadow Pokemon. It essentially locks away their heart and makes them just machines, as I think she said earlier. It makes them literally just machines. They just bend to the will of the user, and it's not a good scene. They're evil. And with all evil things, obviously us being the super good guys we are, I mean, just like, you know, look at us. We're the role models of the world. We have to save the world. So let's go back into talking about Makahita as a Pokemon scene, as this is essentially what our wild Pokemon is. Mukahita is a fighting type, and starting off, it's not too impressive, but actually when it evolves, pretty much all of its stats double. Actually, I do think all of its stats literally double. It gets access to good moves like Cross Chop, and Vital Throw is a decent move for now. It makes you always go last, but it has a really slow speed stat anyway, so I'm going to be honest, you guys are going to be going last most of the time anyway. All in all, though, if you're looking for a very strong physical attacker, and it has the HP to really back up those less than decent defenses, it can definitely be very good in Pokemon Colosseum. It's actually one of the better Pokemon to get, and one that you can get very early on. Both of its abilities are really good too. Thick Fat basically gives you a resistance to fire and ice, which would make it more bulky. Whereas Guts, if you inflict it with a status, it becomes even more of a powerhouse than it already is. Generally, you're going to want to lower their HP a little bit more, but I had nothing else to do that turn, so I just started throwing Pokeballs. And with that, we got our first Shadow Pokemon. He's freaking out because he just got robbed, but it's all good. We're not worried about it. Darn it, but you're good. You snagged my Pokemon. Hey, what are you saying? You're not supposed to be impressed. Aw, man, what are we supposed to do? We got flattened again. Minor B's gonna chew us out. What do we do? What do we do? What is there to do? Run away! Genius. Absolutely genius. You did it, Wes. You snagged that Pokemon from the goon. But I'm sure there are others like it. Let's get them all back from the bad guys. Alright, so let's just take a look at Mukahita real quick. So we got the one with Thick Fat. It's fine. We're not going to use it on the team anyway. It has access to the move Shadow Rush. Shadow Rush is a move that every single Shadow Pokemon has. It's a 90 power physical move. Very strong for this early in the game. It does recoil damage, so just kind of look at it like the move Takedown, if you're familiar with that. And as you can see, one of the goons is over there. We're going to go heal real quick. I guess I could show this off. If you guys aren't familiar with how you heal in Pokemon games, you go into the PC, the Pokemon Center, and then you just go talk to this lady. She takes all your Pokeballs. And you're good to go. Alright, so I'm going to cut back when I'm over back at Green Guy. Alright, so there are 3 exits to the city, and all 3 of them are guarded by one of these trainers. Now, these trainers all have unique Shadow Pokemon. You can only pick one of them. You will get access to all 3 after the main story, but before the main story, you get to choose one. And essentially, if you wanted starter Pokemon, this is where you're going to go. This guy, I believe his name is Verde. He will have a Shadow Bayleaf, which will evolve into a Shadow Meganium. Now, usually what Meganiums do is they set up Reflects and Light Screens, have, I think, Leech Seed or Ingrain, along with just a bunch of stall moves. Essentially, it's going to outstall you. Fortunately, in this game, you don't get access to Reflect because it's already past the level. You do get Light Screen, though, a little bit later. You get access to Razor Leaf, Body Slam, Synthesis, and Sunny Day. Sunny Day is really good for it because when it eventually gets Solar Beam, you can just spam Solar Beams. Razor Leaf is actually really, really good in this game because it attacks both the foes. So doing chip damage every turn while you have a stronger Pokemon kind of just doing most of the damage is a really smart way to go. If you're doing like a fire team or a sun team, a team that revolves around using Sunny Day, it's definitely a Pokemon you're going to want because it gets to move right off rip. And all in all, it's all around stats. It's good enough to use. If you pick this Pokemon, you're not going to be disappointed. I believe the other 2 are better options as Pokemon alone. However, you gotta remember, in this game, you're limited to what you can do. So if you want a good grass type, I believe this might be the best grass type in the game. If I can't remember. I kind of think it is the best grass type in the game. There might be like 1 or 2 more you can get later on that you can do more niche things with. But this is definitely one you want to use. It also comes equipped with Miracle Seed, which is a held item that will increase its grass moves. Heading over to the east side. Oh, wait, no, wait, no. Wrong way, wrong way. We want to go to the south side. Over on the south side, I forgot what this guy's name is. Forget. I think it's Bluno. Might be Bluno. His name's probably Bluno. He will have a Shadow Croconaw, which will evolve into the eventual Feraligatr. Now, Feraligatr is an extremely good Pokemon. Again, physical special split, being a physical water type, is not the best. However, you can get moves for it to take advantage of that huge attack stat. It is a physical behemoth. It has great defense, it has great attack, and it has great, you're good enough special defense and speed to where it's going to outspeed a lot of things, it's going to tank a lot of hits, and it's going to be able to do a lot of damage. You also get access to Surf, which is a better version of Razor Leaf. It hits both the foes, it does more damage, it's fantastic. You also get access to Rain Dance, which means if you're using a Thunder move or if you're using other water types, it's a fantastic Pokemon. If you see my water only challenge run of this game, Croconaw for Alligator might have been the MVPs in my team up until the very end. I will say that much. It also gets Mystic Water, does the same thing as the Miracle Seed. It will boost your water type moves. If you're looking to use a good water type, this is the one. I will say though, water types is probably the most prominent in this game. So if you want to use it for Alligator, this is a perfect opportunity too. I'm not going to hold you back. However, if you're just looking for a water type and you want to use one of the Pokemon from here too, I would probably pass on Croconaw because the other two, it's hard to find a good grass type, and I'm just going to spoil it now. The next one's a fire type. It's really hard to find a good fire type. Anyway, we are going to go over to East Side. And we are going to battle, I think his name's Rosso? Rosso. Rosso has Shadow Quilava, which will evolve into Shadow Typhlosion. Now, if you've ever used a Charizard, Quilava and Typhlosion play exactly the same as a Charizard. Good speed, good special attack, decent all other stats. You get access to moves such as Dig, which is good for coverage. You also get moves as Flame Wheel. You don't get Flamethrower until very, 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 very late, unfortunately. But you do get access to a Fire Blast TM, so that can kind of be a good middle ground. You will miss a little bit, but you do a lot of damage. And like I said, there is not that many good fire types in this game. There's 4 total. One of them you get at the very end. Another one is kind of unusable for me personally for reasons I'll explain later on. And the other one, the other one. Let's we'll talk about that when we get to it, cause that's a trip in itself. So if you're looking for a fire type anyway, this is definitely one that you're gonna want to pick up. It's one I'm gonna pick up because this right here is the second member of our team. Yep. I am putting together the most cliche common YouTube team ever. I'm pretty sure almost everyone has used this Espeon and used Typhlosion. But you wanna know what? We're gonna do it too. Because there is no other fire types in this game, unfortunately. Like really. Like usable fire types, there is another one you could use. But again, I personally didn't even view it as an option. Also, fun fact, if a Pokemon's digging or flying or just out of view, you could still throw a Pokeball at it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We caught it pretty easily. Had decently low HP. And we finish off Spoink. Fun fact, Spoink is one of my favorite Pokemon. It's not Grumpig, just Spoink in general. I always thought it was like the cutest thing ever. You're tough. Trudley and Folly can't be blamed for losing. Well, they're gonna be because they lost. And even though I'm gonna beat all your bosses eventually, everybody blames their little peons for losing to me. What was that strange Pokemon? What did you people do to it? That it's a Pokemon that we turned into a fighting machine by artificially closing the door to its heart. Dark. You didn't! You artificially closed the door to that poor Pokemon's heart? Knowing that's not gonna help you do anything. Wow. I know when I was little I heard about that. They said that if any Pokemon closes the door to its heart, it can gradually reopen by battling together with it. Wes, let's go. Those guys are probably heading for Pirate Town. After all, it was in Pirate Town that they captured me. That sounds great to do next episode. This episode, we accomplished quite a bit though. We got our first 2 Shadow Pokemon, along with the second member of our team, Quilava. Oh, we can't even see the nature yet. However, it does have decently, it's pretty decent, well-rounded stats. I can't really tell yet. I'm not too big on the nature knowledge. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's a calm nature, it's up special defense and down speed or something. If I got that right, I promise I just pulled that out of my butt. But anyway, next episode we got one more thing to take care of before we head over to the pirate. But I do believe we will be setting foot in Pirate Town next episode. So, again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time for more Pokemon Colosseum, where we get to rob people for their Pokemon.